Hello YouTube. Today I want to talk about a small axe that a friend of mine gave me to talk about it and to give my opinion about that little axe. We are talking about a hand axe, I suppose, from Gerber. This is the way that came. We have a sheath from ballistic nylon. I'm not very charmed by it, but we have the possibility to mount it on a backpack or also to put it on our belt. The hand axe is made in China. Probably you have expected that from Gerber, and I don't like the sheath because we are forced to extract the axe on the superior part of the sheath. That is a little uncomfortable for me. I do not like the sheath. Now, for the axe itself, sadly for me, I do not have the steel that is made from, I don't know. I suppose that is not a very high quality steel. We're talking about a knife, an axe, excuse me, and especially an axe from Gerber. I have from Gerber the strong arm and also the Freeman, two knives that I like, but I do not like this design of an axe. We have some rubber grip, we have plastic handle, we have full tang, we have a piece of metal right here, we can smash some nuts with it. We have this beak here to keep it in our hand or to use it with different grips, and also we have a linear hole. But more important for me, we have these finger grooves that help us choke on the head of the axe and use it for finer thing. As I told, I like to use it like this because it gives me much more precision. If we want to use it as an axe, I don't think that will make a very good job. I have here the forever present piece of seasoned oak, and I'll try to split it. We have this little axe. I do not have the conviction that I will make it, but we must try. I'll keep a two-finger grip and I'll try to split open the piece of wood. I chop a little bit. This is not what I wanted, and as I expected, we do not have the force that we need to split open the entire log, because the handle is simply too short. So I will use a baton and I will try to break the piece of wood with it. Contrary from a knife, it is short, so we need to help ourselves with our hand to break the wood. And again, as you can see, if we use a baton, is acceptable. We can split some wood with it. Now, I'll use it to obtain some feather sticks. As I said, I like to choke on the head, and also I like to put my fingers very close to the cutting edge, so I have some control over the blade. As you can see, if we use the axe as a knife, we can obtain some feathers, not very good ones. We must keep in mind that we are working with oak wood. This is a very hard wood, and this is not very good for feather sticking, but as we can see, with some perseverance and some patience and also some pressure, we can obtain some flakes, some feathers that eventually will help us make a fire. Well, as I said, for an axe is near to zero to me. Let's use it a little to clean this branch. Right, this is it. And now let's use it again as an axe to try to cut through the branch. I'll use again the 2-finger grip, and let's see what we can do. This time it cut cleanly through the branch. It's true, it's a very thin branch, but I do not have a thicker one. And let's try to put a sharp tip on the stick. For this kind of work, the axe works acceptable. So I can see a use for it if we want to carve some things into the wood. If you want to make a spoon, make a I don't know, a kuksa, this knife can be used for that purpose. Alright, let's try to put a 7 notch on it. I'll use again the baton, and I'll use again the axe as a knife. This is a finer task. This is a task for a knife, but if we have this little axe, I want to know what it is capable of. As you can see, we have obtained a very good 7 notch. Let's try to obtain a big notch also to see what we can do. And again, this is it. And now let's try to extract the material between the cuts and obtain our big notch. As I said, this is not my axe, and the cutting edge isn't razor sharp, so this kind of thing will be seen in our effort to obtain some finer things, because the axe doesn't cut very good. It's not very sharp. Alright, let's see now. We have obtained our big notch, as you can see, and also we can put a part of the knife cutting edge underneath, and we can dig there in order to obtain a bigger hole that will permit us to hang our pot in it. So for the final task, this is a good thing. I can see also it's used to, let me show you, I use it to obtain this part for a hypothetical spoon. We have here the bowl, here is the tail of the spoon, and also we have to straighten this part, or to obtain the shape of a handle of a spoon, so we can use it. It is very handy, I like it. I can see it used to carve different things without any problem. Slashes to the wood in a good manner, especially if we remember that I am working with some very hard and seasoned wood, oak wood. So yes, it is fairly good to carve. It is fairly good, in my opinion, to be used as a knife. I can see this little axe be used as a knife to cut, I don't know, our piece of meat. I can see it, it resembles a wool knife. I can see it scraping a hide to obtain the skin of the animal. I can see it being used as a cleaver in our kitchen without any problem. It's very light, it's very nimble. I can see it, as I said, as a knife for the kitchen. It's very easy to, I don't know, cut something very fast. I pretend that it's an onion, and you can see without much effort we can cut these pieces and make a salad if we need to. So is this a knife that I will take to use it as a knife? No way in hell. It is a knife that can have some use in nature. Yes, it is acceptable in the kitchen and for different activities, from carving, for other activities like this. Well, let's try to make a fire with it. I don't think that we will make that possible, because the knife is very good to obtain some feather stick, some fatwood dust. This piece of fatwood is not a very rich one. Is a piece of fatwood. The color and the smell are not what they must be. This is a piece of branch. This is what we have. Let's try to obtain some feathers from it, and we'll talk about lighting a fire with our axe. As you can see, in order to obtain some feather stick, this is a very good knife. Probably we are talking about pine wood here, I do not know. Probably that is certain that the wood is from a coniferous tree, and we have these pieces of wood here. They are wet. Let's try to obtain some more dust. This is not possible. As I said, I do not like it. I think that it is very rich in fat wood, this piece of wood. So let's try to ignite it. I don't think that anywhere on this axe is a 90-degree. No, we cannot use it to light a fire, but we can use it to obtain some tinder that we can set alight with another piece of our kit, of our gear. We have almost put alight the pieces of fat wood. Let's try again. This time and this is it. We have our pieces of fat wood light, and from them we can light our feathers from the oak wood. So is this possible to make a fire with this little axe? Of course, even if we do not have any sharp edge on these parts, we can use the cutting edge to strike our ferro rod. So again, I would take in the wood this little axe to use it as an axe. No way. I will manage to get out of a dangerous situation only with it. Probably yes. I can see some use from for this axe, yes, and is very good in my opinion for carving and in the kitchen. Now I think that is all. I only wanted to show you this little axe, and I will wish a good weekend to you all.